like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave me a comment. Without further ado,
hey kids, it's Hyperdellic, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dreadnought, Gnawgahyde, Pork Belly, and Vobo, or Yobo? Yobo. Sorry, I ain't got my glasses on. Nice. I'm excited for this set, mainly because of the animals that come with it. Hasbro has been kicking butt with the animals. The monkey doesn't look like he's so articulated, but that warthog definitely looks articulated. And he comes with a bunch of accessories. Take a look at the front, or the top real quick. Take a look at this side. Got your QR code there if you guys want to check that out. All these silly stats. I don't know what they mean. Let's look at this side real quick. He is number 125 in the series. That's a nice, cool illustration there. That looks pretty tight. They do good with the illustrations. Their illustrations look fantastic, and I like it. And then here is our back art, and he is a loaded out boy. I can't wait to rip into this thing. He's a cool looking figure. I have a feeling I'm going to dig him intensely. So without further ado, let's rip into it.
Hyperdellic.
I'm going to say this much. Holy crud, does he come with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay, so let's kind of start going through some of the bits and bobs that he comes with. First thing is this really cool gun. It's got a bunch of stuff that comes off. I find that highly annoying, but still kind of cool. I mean, like, we've got a clip that pops out. This pops off. I'm not sure I got that the right direction. I think it's supposed to go this way. I'm not sure. It feels like it's supposed to go that way. Yeah, 3 things that come off, and then it's got that stand on the bottom. All right, so we're gonna stand that up right there. Next thing he comes with is a crossbow. Okay, pretty cool crossbow. I think it seems to be the same as the one that came with Snake Eyes, but I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe I'm thinking about that wrong. I don't know if Snake Eyes came with one, but this thing comes off. Somebody came with this crossbow already. I don't remember who, but somebody came with one. All right, so we got that crossbow right there. We're gonna set that up right. Maybe we'll stick it over here. You know what? We're gonna put it in one of his hands. Let's do that instead. If we can. Ooh. His hands are extremely closed. Kind of almost have to pry it open. Wow. That is crazy hard. Maybe we'll do that afterwards. And you know what? I totally forgot. We got to put his hat on him. We're going to stick that up on his noggin. I like the necklaces. I like them. I think they're cool looking. They are loosey-goosey, but I think that's okay. Okay, so down here, he comes with one of these knives. All right, and we can slide that in here. Come on, get in there. It's a little tight. Huh. We gotta pry it open a little. Then try it. I'm going to assume that that's just mine that acts like that. Oh, and then here's the other knife sheath on his back. I didn't have Gnawgahyde when I was a kid. I kind of like him. Like, I wasn't that big on the original Gnawgahyde, but this one definitely kind of hits all the notes that I want it to hit. All right, so now the next thing he comes with is this pack. And he also comes with this thing. It's like a sword that has a cuff, so you can like put it on his hand like this, and you can swing his sword and hold a gun at the same time. A little bit overkill, but hey, you know what? He does what he wants to do, right? Stand up. Okay, so he comes with these 2 packs. This one has some arrows that don't come out, and then there is an extra arrow that you can stick in there, right? And that'll come out. It's got a couple of sheaths. I'm not really sure what the heck they're for. I'm assuming that the crossbow goes on here. Maybe this pops in here. But I don't know what this bottom one is for. I don't have a clue. Maybe we'll find out together in just a little bit. But then he also comes with this case. Ooh, that's a little tough to open. Okay. And in order to put this gun in there, you're going to break it all the way down. So let's do that. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to pop off the scope. And that's going to go up here. Right in there. And then you pull off this. I think. I mean, there's a slot for it. Yeah. Okay. We pull that off, and that fits up here. And then this goes in here. Now, Gnawgahyde is definitely, like from the looks of it, made for toy photography, right? Like, he's got toy photography in mind. Now, there's a hole on the back of this where it looks like you can plug this backpack into that backpack. And then he carries that backpack like so. That's a lot of pack out, I'm going to tell you. That is a lot of shiz on him. Now, the last 2 bits that he comes with is, oh crud, Captain Porkbelly or something? I don't remember what his name is. Porkbelly and Yobo. He's got a little monkey. I don't know how this monkey sits on here. Let's see if they give us any suggestions. I mean, it shows the monkey on a branch, but I don't have any branches. So I don't know where the heck I'm going to put him. Maybe we'll just put him on the backpack like this. And it looks a little upset. He's like, I'm mad. I ain't got no place to sit. You know what? We'll just put him up on his shoulder. Maybe not. We'll find another spot for him. Maybe we'll set him up on the pig. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. Or is he? Like he's not easy to situate anywhere. That'll work. No, it won't. Come on. Yeah, it worked better when he was on the backpack. Okay, so, jeez. He's got a lot going on. I mean, he does. And then there's Porkbelly. Now, Porkbelly is nice. There is a lot of articulation going on here. I gotta spread his legs a little bit so that he doesn't fall over. And when we go into the close-up, we will talk about... oh, Yobo. Oh, Yobo. Hang on. You know what? We're going to put Yobo on the pig. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put the monkey on the pig. Kind of sounds like a dish. Monkey on a pig. My grandma used to make the best monkey on a pig ever. All right. So, there is our pack out. Oh boy, I'm dropping stuff. It's, oh my goodness. He's difficult to keep standing. Like, you really do have to, like, he's got so much crud on him that, like, the littlest thing makes him topple over. Yeah, see? It's ridiculous. I mean, it's cool, but holy crud. It's a lot. You're probably not going to want to pose him completely packed out. But the nice thing is that you can put everything on him. I love it when figures are like that. When you can put them, like, all in one piece on the, on the figure. Everything fits on him. Is it a little bit of a crazy pack out? Oh, yeah. He is definitely overkill. But, what he comes with is pretty sweet. And you know what? We'll show a little bit more of everything close up in just a moment. Let's zoom in and check him out.
Hyperdellic.
All right, man. there is some wonderful detail on him. Is he super busy and does it kind of drive me nuts? A little bit, just a little. It's a little frustrating getting everything exactly where I want it. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could use some glue, but I don't ever recommend that. We're going to start off with some of the unnecessary details, but I'm glad that they're there. Like he's got these scars on his head and this cool tattoo on the side of his head. My brother and I, we had Gnawgahyde, but he was not one of my favorites in the original Real American series, Hero series. I don't know why he wasn't. He just wasn't. I was definitely more into some of the weirder, freakier looking Cobra, figures. Like the one Crystal Ball dude and Raptor and a few others that were like that. Toxo Viper. Those were some of my favorites. Like I loved the weirdest looking ones. That Toxo Viper is probably still one of my favorites from the old school days. But he looks fantastic. This is a wonderful sculpt. Like the beard is nice. The tattoo is a great touch. He's even got a tiny little earring right there that I almost wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't been going around this with my camera. He's got some wrinkles under his eyes, like squinting. The head has pretty decent range, right? So you can do some stuff with him. Then you come down and he's got this vest, right? This like fur vest has some nice touches to it. Some like teeth for clips, or hooks that hook onto this side. They've got this, like leopard print on there. Kind of cool. Definitely makes him seem much more like a bad guy. He's wearing fur. Those bad people wearing fur. Fur's bad. You don't want to kill sweet furry animals unless you eat them. Then you can kill them, I guess. He has pins. He's got pins on his arms and pins on his legs. I can't fathom why. Right? I just don't understand why at this point. But hey, whatever. I'm pretty sure his boots are reuse. And then you come down and here's that holster. And then we showed that knife holster, which is kind of cool. It's like some rope hanging down. We come around, his cuffs are pretty cool. He's got like some sort of an animal tooth in there. He's got a tattoo over here. Looks like a skull with a snake and some things stabbed through it. He's got an anarchy skull, tattoo over here and another band with some animal tooth in it. And then this wrist bracer has some studded leather or whatever. He's got a horizontal rocker on this hand, right? And then another horizontal rocker on this hand. Now, here's the thing that I've got to call out on this, because I just recently did Raptor, and Raptor has vertical rocking like hands. So he's set up for guns, even though he doesn't have guns. And this guy is set up for I may actually switch those gloves. I might, just because it makes more sense to give Gnawgahyde a pew-pew hand. I mean, he's got a gun and a crossbow. I don't know. Maybe it'll work out better. I don't know. But right now, I'm just like, why did they do that? He has an ab crunch, but he also has that really cool G.I. Joe waist, right? This kind of, I enjoy this. I think it's a great addition to, a action figure line. I'm not a big fan of how the ab crunches work on some of the Marvel Legends, which is also done by Hasbro. But hey, what are you going to do? He has a butterfly in there. And so we'll T-pose him, and then you can move those arms that far back. Right? I think the vest gets a little bit in the way, but then you can move them this far forward. Right? That's not great, but it's not terrible either. And it definitely aids when you bend him around and you want to pose him with his arm across his chest or something like that, doing something like that. It works. It's nice. Moving down, he's got the standard pop-out hips. But lately, Hasbro has been making these a lot tighter and a lot less loosey-goosey, right? Because some of them, they were pretty bad. He can move that far backwards with his leg. It's not amazing. I'm getting them all over the place. And his leg will go back that far. That's about it. He can't really go much further because he's got a lot going on in here. And that's okay. And I forgot to show the arm articulation. There's a double joint in there. Although, oh yeah, you can't really see it. And again, just like the leg, there's a lot going on in here, so it doesn't really fully articulate. But it's okay. It's honestly, like, it's better than a lot of other figures that we've gotten in this line. So I'm honestly pretty happy with the articulation on him. He's got a boot cut and a thigh cut, and then double jointed knees, obviously. And the standard foot articulation of like these boots. Right? Not a terrible amount forward, but a good amount backwards. No toe cut or anything like that. And I mean, of course, the wrists also swivel. I forgot to mention that. He's got a bicep cut as well. I'm all out of order here, but yeah, you guys get the point. Like, he is a G.I. Joe classified figure. He's got some fantastic articulation. Now, before we do some photos of him in action poses, we gotta take a look at this pack out. This is a crazy, crazy pack out here. I mean, like, there's just so much going on here. I don't even know what's supposed to go in this. But I will say this much. I would probably only pack him out with the crossbow on his back. And then just keep the case off to the side. I'll probably leave the gun in there too. And let's see. What else do we got going on here? Well, I mean, the crossbow is pretty cool. You can get a good close-up of it. There's two different types of plastic going on. Or is that painted? Nope, that looks like that's painted. This bit is painted, I think. Yeah, it's painted. And that's okay. I mean, what else are you going to do with it? I'll give you guys a quick close-up of the inside of the case, because I think this is kind of cool. I know, it's like they were going for realism here, and I dig it. It's nice. They give you a lot of options, and you don't have to go with all of the options. And here's a storage case for one of the options. Okay. So now for the part that I really want to talk about. The monkey. No, I'm kidding. The monkey's fine. I like the fact that the monkey has an eye patch and everything. That's pretty tight. The paint is okay. I think, I mean, it doesn't look too sloppy, but at the same time, it kind of looks a little sloppy. I don't know. It's hard to say, but there is a little bit of airbrush around here, making some color changes from dark, at the hands, lighter on up. It's a nice sculpt. There's just not much you can do with him, right? He doesn't articulate. He doesn't move. Let me see. Do those arms move at all? No, they do not. And he's super tiny too. Although, does the tail articulates. I'll be damned. You can move the tail. I don't know if it's supposed to move, but mine does. There you go. There's the monkey's butt. It's not the cat's ass, but it is the monkey's butt. Okay, speaking of butts. Now we'll start at the head. So this is pork belly, his pig, his boar. Oh wait, oh look at that! I didn't even know that. Oh well, oh, and that came right off. But look at that; it's made so that it can pop off, and you can pop it right back on. Okay, so that is the first point of articulation. Then his head has the second point of articulation. And then just past that is the other end of the neck. So we got 1, 2, 3 points of articulation. Then we come to his waist. That's 4. And his tail is technically 5, because it does rotate all the way around. Okay, and there's the tail. And there's his butt. I'm such a child. So then we come down to the legs. And the legs move in and out like that, and rotate. It looks like you can go 360 with them if you force it. So wait, well, let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 points of articulation for this warthog. That's fantastic. And if you look, there's a lot of airbrushing and some nice paint applications going on in it. They really did put some love into this warthog, and it's crazy. Like, I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Hasbro needs to do just an animals line. It doesn't have to be G.I. Joe. It doesn't have to be any specific toy line. They could create their own toy line and make a bunch of animals, and I guarantee you we would buy them up. Like, I know we would. Toy photographers would definitely buy the heck out of it. And so this is pork belly. was Pork Belly, and that was Gnawgahyde over there. All right, I'm gonna do some photos with these guys. All right, and it's time for final thoughts. Let's get him spinning real quick. Hopefully, all of his miss won't make him fall, because he has a lot of miss going on. Lots of miss, as I like to put it. Dude, Gnawgahyde is far better than I was actually expecting. I'm kind of blown away by this figure. How much he comes with, how well detailed everything that he comes with is. I think on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give him a 9.5. Even with all of the extra bits and bobs, he's not super janky all over the place. Like, he's not floppy or flimsy or anything like that. There have been many in the G.I. Joe Classified line that are very kind of all over the place, and you can tell. Like, it's just like some of them. Like, Raptor is awesome looking, but Raptor has a lot of loose bits all over the place that just want to flop everywhere. I am going to say this much: those necklaces kind of irk the heck out of me when it comes to posing them. They want to not cooperate as much as I'd like to. They might actually get the sticky tab treatment just to hold them in place. Maybe cut like a small piece and put it behind like the dog tags or something to keep them fixed in one position. But aside from that, what he comes with is impressive. Getting the crossbow with him, the sniper rifle, the monkey on his back. I mean, as you can see, the monkey isn't perfectly positioned on his back, but it's good enough right now. The case, this case is really cool. It's kind of neat. I love that he comes with that, and that all of the gun parts fit in there, and it's kind of impressive. And again, back to the warthog. Holy cow, that is a really cool animal-like figure. Really cool animal figure. I'm not big on pigs and warthogs like that, but I like it. It's cool. I still think Timber is my favorite out of the animals. Fiona's great, and Fiona's Crocmaster's Croc, but I think she's pretty good. This Pork Belly here. Overall, again, 9.5. This figure definitely hits all of the marks. I think it's a major improvement on the Real American Hero version of Gnawgahyde. I don't think he's my favorite Dreadnought. I'm still very preferential to Ripper and Buzzer. Those two, I think, are always going to be like my favorite Dreadnoughts. Although I love Zorana too, and I can't wait to get Xandar. I'm looking forward to all of them. But this is excellent. I also still have to open up Torch, so that should be coming rather soon too. I've had these for a while, but I've had other figures that I've had to get to in my collection that I have not gotten to yet. And at some point, I'm going to try and catch up. I might do a live stream and then, open up a couple of figures at the same time. I might try to do one for my Masterverse figures. I've got Triclops and Merman that I need to open up from Masterverse. So I may do those as a live stream too. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I need to do the Masterverse ones as separate videos. So I may do G.I. Joe figures. But again, we'll see. I change my mind all the time. Do I think you should go out and get him? Yes. If you're a Dreadnought fan, you're definitely going to like him. If he was one of your favorite figures when you were a kid, you're going to like this version of him. He is chunky, like he is heavy. That's not just because of his pack out. Like he's a beefy figure all on his own. There's his Gadong. I gotta point out all the butts. All the butts. There's 3 butts in this package, and you need to see all 3 of them. That way you can make an educated guess about whether or not you want this figure set. And I clearly have to say that this is a figure set because of that Warthog. That Warthog does not deserve to be forgotten. Okay? It's glorious is what it is. Again, Hasbro, please do a line of animals. Just animals. They don't have to be associated with any specific property. Just make animals. Wild Kingdom, whatever the heck you want to label it. Just do it. Please. Alright, kids. We're gonna get Gnawgahyde and Yobo here to tell you what to do. Alright, right down here, you're gonna hit the subscribe button and you're gonna turn on notifications. And then you're gonna hit the like button right down here. Yeah. what Yobo said. Right there. Don't hit the thumbs down button. Nobody likes that one. Yeah, I don't know if he was ever in the cartoon, but I don't know if I'm even coming close to Gnawgahyde's voice, if he was. That's all right, though. I know he was nosy, right? He was one of them. So we're going to go like that. All right. Well, thank you, Gnawgahyde. You're welcome. Oh, what a gentleman. You shut up, monkey. I'm a grown man sitting in my basement playing with toys and talking to myself. All right, I love you kids. Thanks for coming by and checking out this video. Thank you. Yobo says, don't make him fling poop at you. Turn on, notifications and like the video. And then if you want, and if you don't want Yobo to come to your house and fling poop at your door, you should support my channel by hitting my Patreon page and making a contribution there. That would be awfully nice. Just saying, it would be. All right, kids. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. And I hope that you play lots. And I hope that you play video games and with your toys, and I hope you enjoy playing with them, and I hope that you play hard. All right, peace, kids. Whoa.